David Miscavige. The name itself carries weight. It resonates with authority and influence. He is the leader of the Church of Scientology, a position he has held with an iron grip. A man shrouded in both power and mystery, his presence commands attention and respect. Since assuming leadership after L. Ron Hubbard's death in 1986, he has become synonymous with the religion itself. His rise to power was swift and decisive, marking a new era for Scientology. Yet one striking detail sets him apart from the world: his refusal to use a phone. In a time when connectivity is paramount, this choice is both intriguing and perplexing. In an era defined by instant communication, this choice seems almost unfathomable. We live in a world where information is at our fingertips, and the ability to connect is just a tap away. We reach for our phones without a second thought, relying on them for everything from social interaction to business transactions. They are extensions of ourselves, integral to our daily lives and routines. For Miscavige, this detachment from a ubiquitous device is deliberate. It is a conscious decision that aligns with his leadership philosophy and the teachings of Scientology. It speaks volumes about his leadership style and his commitment to Scientology's principles. By eschewing modern communication tools, he maintains a level of control and mystique that is rare in today's world. This enigmatic approach not only sets him apart but also reinforces his authority within the church. His actions, though unconventional, are a testament to his unwavering dedication to the ideals he upholds. In a society driven by technology, David Miscavige remains an enigma, a leader whose methods are as fascinating as they are inscrutable. We live in a world dominated by technology. Smartphones are everywhere. They connect us instantly to information and each other. We rely on them for work, for socializing, for navigating our daily lives. The constant pings and notifications have become a soundtrack to modern existence. This makes Miscavige's choice all the more perplexing. How can someone so influential function without this seemingly indispensable tool? It's a question that has followed him for years, fueling speculation and intrigue. His detachment from the digital world seems almost like a rejection of modern life itself. Imagine a world leader, a CEO, or even a religious figure operating without a phone. The very idea seems impossible in today's world. Yet, that's precisely how Miscavige leads. He relies on a system of messengers and intermediaries. Written communication is key. Face-to-face interactions are highly valued. This approach has its own set of implications. It slows down communication. It creates a buffer between Miscavige and the outside world. Some might argue it's inefficient. Others might see it as a way to maintain control and carefully curate his image. Why would someone in Miscavige's position choose to live this way? Theories abound. Some believe it's about control. By limiting access, he can dictate the flow of information. Others speculate it's about privacy. A phone can be a vulnerability, a way to be tracked and monitored. There's also the spiritual aspect. Scientology emphasizes personal growth and spiritual enlightenment. Could Miscavige's choice be a way to minimize distractions and stay focused on these pursuits? It's a question that goes to the heart of his beliefs and his leadership. Section 5: Scientology and the absence of the phone. Scientology, at its core, advocates for self-improvement and spiritual awareness. It encourages individuals to explore their inner selves and seek a deeper understanding of their existence. It emphasizes the power of the mind and the importance of clear thinking. The teaching suggests that by clearing the mind of distractions, one can achieve a higher state of consciousness and personal freedom. Could Miscavige's decision stem from these principles? His actions might be a reflection of the core values of Scientology, aiming to eliminate distractions and focus on spiritual growth. Is he rejecting the constant noise of the digital world to achieve a higher level of clarity? In today's society, where technology is omnipresent, this decision stands out as a bold move towards mental and spiritual clarity. His choice aligns with the idea of disconnecting from the material world to focus on spiritual growth. By stepping away from the incessant buzz of notifications and digital interactions, he might be seeking a purer form of existence. It's a concept that resonates with many spiritual practices, emphasizing mindfulness and presence. Many traditions advocate for periods of silence and reflection, free from the distractions of modern life. By removing himself from the digital sphere, Miscavige embodies this principle in a radical way. His actions serve as a reminder of the potential benefits of disconnecting from technology encouraging others to consider the impact of constant connectivity on their spiritual well-being. In a world where digital devices dominate our daily lives, Miscavige's choice invites us to reflect on our own relationship with technology. Could stepping back from the digital world help us achieve a greater sense of peace and clarity? This decision, rooted in the teachings of Scientology, challenges us to consider the value of mindfulness and the power of the present moment. Section 6. A leader shaped by choice. This decision, regardless of the reason, has undoubtedly shaped Miscavige's leadership. It reinforces his image as an enigmatic figure. He is set apart, operating by his own rules. This can be both intriguing and intimidating. It also creates a certain mystique. In a world obsessed with accessibility, Miscavige's inaccessibility is almost a power play. It makes him seem larger than life. His followers may interpret this as a sign of strength and conviction, further solidifying his authority. Section 7. The price of disconnection. While there may be perceived advantages, this choice comes at a cost. Miscavige's detachment could be seen as isolation. It limits his ability to connect with the outside world directly. In a globalized society, this disconnect can be problematic. It also raises questions about his awareness of current events and his ability to adapt to a rapidly changing world. Technology, for all its faults, keeps us informed and connected. By eschewing it, Miscavige risks being left behind. Section 8. Control in a connected world. Some might argue that Miscavige's choice is less about spiritual enlightenment and more about control. In today's digital age, where every action is monitored and every word is recorded, the ability to control one's own narrative is a powerful tool. In a world where information is power, he who controls the flow of communication holds significant sway. The digital landscape is a battleground for influence, and those who can navigate it effectively can shape public perception and opinion. By refusing a phone, Miscavige dictates the terms of engagement. This act of defiance against the norm allows him to remain an enigma, a figure shrouded in mystery. It is a deliberate choice to control how and when he is reached, ensuring that he is not at the mercy of constant connectivity. He can control the information that reaches him and the messages that are disseminated. This selective engagement means that he can filter out distractions and focus on what he deems important, maintaining a clear and undiluted vision. This level of control can be incredibly effective in shaping narratives and maintaining a particular image. By carefully curating the information that is shared, Miscavige can craft a persona that aligns with his goals and objectives, influencing how he is perceived by the public and his followers. It also allows for a level of secrecy that is hard to achieve in today's interconnected world. In an era where privacy is a luxury, the ability to remain elusive and control one's own story is a rare and valuable asset. This strategic approach to communication and information management underscores the importance of control in a connected world. Section 9. The paradox of privacy. The notion of privacy seems almost quaint in the digital age. Our online activities are tracked, our data is mined, our lives are increasingly transparent. Could Miscavige's phone avoidance be a way to claw back some semblance of privacy? It's a valid question. Phones can be easily compromised, conversations can be recorded, locations can be tracked. By refusing to use one, Miscavige shields himself from these vulnerabilities. He creates a digital fortress around himself, impenetrable to the prying eyes of the digital world. Section 10. A spiritual connection. Perhaps the most intriguing theory revolves around Scientology's emphasis on spiritual growth. Could Miscavige's choice be a form of spiritual discipline? By rejecting the distractions of the material world, he can focus inward, deepening his connection to his beliefs. This idea resonates with the practices of many religions and spiritual traditions. The act of disconnecting from the outside world to connect with oneself is a powerful concept. It suggests a commitment to self-discovery and a desire to transcend the limitations of the physical realm. Section 11. A life beyond the ringtone. David Miscavige's life without a phone is a fascinating anomaly in our hyper-connected world. It speaks to the power of choice, the allure of privacy, and the enduring human need for connection. Whether his decision is rooted in a desire for control, a yearning for privacy, or a commitment to spiritual growth, it continues to fascinate and confound. It also leaves us with a question. In a world dominated by technology, can we truly disconnect? And if we do, what do we gain, and what do we lose?